Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gearhart. I'm here with Richard Gearhart, founder of Gearhart Law.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about trademarks and specifically why you need to do a trademark search before you do anything else on your branding.
That's right, Elizabeth. Thank you for having me here today. And I do love trademarks. They're really important for entrepreneurs, and really just about every business should have a trademark. I don't think a lot of entrepreneurs appreciate it when they're starting out, but after they've been in business for several years, their brand starts to build equity. Maybe they've done keyword advertising, they have a website, they've been out and about, and people know you by yourself and your company, but also a lot through your name. And so it's important to protect that. There is some trademark theft that's intentional. If you have a really large, well-known brand, people will try to palm their goods off as being associated with that brand. But also, even if it's just a smaller or mid-sized company, filing trademarks is important because somebody else might think of the same name. Maybe they're in California or New York, or they're 100 or 1,000 miles away from you. If they file a trademark registration and you don't, they could force you to change your name or force you to be involved in expensive litigation. And the cost of a trademark it's relatively inexpensive, in the area of $1,500 to $2,500, but it's an important piece of insurance for your business going forward.
Well, that was lovely, but you didn't answer my question, which was, why would I do a trademark search?
I saw that coming. So the reason why you want to do a trademark search is to identify other potential trademark owners that could put you in a bind when your business finally starts to take off. So first, you want to see if your business name is protectable through a trademark, but you also want to make sure somebody else hasn't already filed a registration on your name.
Okay, what if they had the trademark and they let it lapse and it comes up as dead when you search for it?
That's usually a good sign if the trademark has lapsed. However, that doesn't mean that they've relinquished all rights to the mark. Sometimes companies let their trademarks lapse just out of sloppiness or ignorance, but they're still using the name. And if they started using the name for the same types of business that you did, and they started using it before you did, then it can cause problems. The company would still have common law rights even if they don't have a trademark registration. So you still need to check the expired registrations to find out if those companies are still using those marks.
So when you do the trademark search, do you just look for exact matches? Like if I wanted to start Cindy's Pancakes, would you just look for Cindy's Pancakes, or would something close interfere? Or?
Yeah, like Cindy can be spelled a tremendous number of ways, right? But and any one of those ways could block you from getting a trademark registration. So even if
because it sounds the same?
Right. So the test is whether consumers could be confused between your mark and your Cindy's Pancakes and their Cindy's Pancakes. And the test is similarity in sight, sound, and meaning. So if they sound the same, then it can still be confusing. When we do a trademark search, there's a lot more to it than just checking to make sure the identical name is not on the trademark register. There's a lot of different ways that a trademark examiner can potentially see areas of confusion, and we're very experienced in identifying those particular issues, and we can bring them to your attention before you fully invest in a brand. Having a good trademark search at the outset is really important to make sure that you steer clear of legal obstacles.
Okay, so I think that we would advise everybody to get a trademark representing your brand and your company. But really, before you spend a lot of money on business cards, website, all sorts of things that go into marketing and branding, really make sure that you can use that trademark.
Absolutely. And we had a client situation not too long ago where they had purchased a furniture store. And the owner of the furniture store was very old school. He didn't have a website. And when this person purchased the furniture store, I think they spent about $3 million for the furniture store. They didn't do a trademark search before they bought it. They just assumed that the furniture store trademark was fine. Well, after he bought it, he put up a website. And as soon as he put up the website, a trademark owner in Washington, D.C. area who had the same name for the same store saw the website and immediately sued this individual for trademark infringement. So had he done a trademark search before purchasing the store, he had a strategy for avoiding this potential problem.
And that would fall under IP due diligence, intellectual property due diligence.
Right.
Seeing what other intellectual property is out there that's owned by other people, that's close, or that the intellectual property that whomever's selling their business says they own, that they actually do own it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That store had been in business for 30 years before he bought it, and what he was buying was the goodwill and the name and the reputation of the company, and he ended up having to change it, and it really hurt his business, and it significantly devalued the value of the company. So trademark searches can be extremely important, and it's something that as an entrepreneur, it's important to pay attention to.
Right. So one thing that we tell people at Gearhart Law is maybe you can't get a patent on what you're doing. If you can't get a patent, then the most important thing for protecting your business is your brand. And your trademark is part of your brand. And so you really want to make sure you have a strong, protectable brand before you start spending all this money on marketing and everything.
That's right.
So if you need any help,
just please contact us. You can call me directly. I'm Richard Gearhart, and my number is 908-273-0700. Or just go to our website. You can learn more about us there. It's Gearhart Law, GearhartLaw.com.